As in last class, we can learn various components under that zoology part from biology. Phylum Porifera, phylum Coelenterata, Ctenophora, phylum Platyhelminthes, phylum Ascalmanthus, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, and also phylum Hemichordata, Chordata. All these phylums we can explain last class, give the details about the various phylums. Today, let me study about Hemichordata phylum, Hemichordata, Hemichordata. And also phylum Chordata. Actually, phylum Chordata is the biggest phylum under animal kingdom apart from the Arthropoda. It is the biggest kingdom. It is about 1045 species under that Chordata. Hemichordata is a subphylum of Chordata. That's why it is commonly called as Hemichordata. But now it will be separate for this Hemichordata in individual phylum. It is one of the example for Hemichordata, that is Balanoglossus. Balanoglossus. This is the animal. It is, I think the diagram is already there in your textbook. You can read, see and write it the diagram. This Balanoglossus. See, this is a structure like a wow. You can once or twice you should write diagrams and develop a skill of diagram, writing a diagram. It is compulsory in biology. You should be, this is you can take down and you can follow the how to develop a diagram that you should be learned. It is the most important one. This the limit this is under the Hemichordata. It is why it is called as a Hemichordata. I think you know meaning of chordata. Almost the chordata having the backbone are commonly called as the ribs and also the notochord. So here, why this one commonly Hemichordata? It is not a fully developed. It is not a fully developed one. Hemichordata. It is a partial development of notochord. Is something under the Hemichordata. Here, see, this dog belongs to proboscis. It is almost the animal lived in freshwater as well as the marine water. Proboscis. Proboscis. Say collar. This collar. Say tail point. This is the trunk region. This is the trunk region. This is the example for hemichordata, the rhinoplasids. Is the general characters of this hemichordata. Commonly, they are marine water animals, and also sometimes they are freshwater. They are triploblastic in nature, and also some animals having a diploblastic, and they have some of the animals, that is notochord, that is the part which belongs to the animal, it protects the body, and also cellular level, it means here cellular organization, tissue as well as the organ system. So here there is no organ system, it will be organ level, and it will be sexes are separate, reproduction is internal, and sexual reproduction takes place. Commonly, these animals spread over to the sexual reproduction and development of the origin or offspring. This is the special general characters under the hemichordata. I think now we will come to the most important and also biggest phylum in the animal kingdom, that is chordata. Chordata. See, phylum chordata, the biggest phylum already I told you, it is more than 1,40,000 species under the chordata. It is almost the chordata belongs to different classes. In this phylum chordata, it will be the different animals lived in different territories, or it is a different habitats. So the chordata habitats: freshwater, marine water, land, air, in all the places, in all the areas occupies under that chordata. So it indicates different animals, different species, up to the human being, up to the human beings. From lower animals, it means for the animals which having a notochord. All this comes under the phylum chordata. Hence, the general characteristics of chordata, it will be very easy to develop answer. The chordata belongs almost all 1,45,000 animals or the species under this chordata with different classes. I will explain the different classes also with the help of examples. Before going to that different class, generally we can explain what the chordata represents. The chordata represents the backbone or vertebrae. So what are the animals having a vertebra? Commonly called as a chordata. But here chordata with special characters under this phylum. They are lived in marine, fresh as well as the terrestrial, and also it is a air, water. Almost all the habitats under the phylum chordata, and also the different classes having a different characters. The different characters are explained differently, but generally important nearly 10 or 15 points under chordata. First one is, it is organ level organization. Cellular level is up to the organ system. That is cellular, tissue level, organ system, organ level, and organ system. Up to the organ system, it will be almost all the organisms under the chordata. So first point is up to the organ system level. Second point, the chordata comes under well developed body structure. Well developed body structure means here the cells or the body covered by a smooth layer called as a dermis or the skin according to climatic conditions. For example, reptiles, snakes, monkey, and also other animals, they are lived in the forest. This is carnivorous animals, herbivorous animals, human beings, and all animals comes into the chordata phylum. Just you can imagine all the animals having a protected body from the skin. The skin needs different characters, like a feather, like a soft skin, hairs on the skin, and also I think you know fishes. The fishes, the covers by scales. The fish is covered by scale. That is the scales. It will be protected, the soft skin with the other water physates and also other substances. So the skin will be protected. Skin means body cover, and also having a well digestive system, well circulatory system, well excretory system, well reproductive system, and also the well development of sexes with the copulation, male sex organ and female sex organs, and also one more different character under this, oviparous and viviparous. I think you know the oviparous and viviparous. What is the meaning of oviparous? And what is the meaning of viviparous? The egg-laying birds and also eggless, they are directly given to the offspring. They are commonly called as a viviparous. So viviparous animals comes under the chordata. So here the phylum chordata includes a different animals. They having a well structured, developing all the systems properly as per the climatic conditions. Hence, the chordata phylum, which includes all the categories, all types of processes, like all the biological processes. So these are commonly the general characteristics of phylum chordata. General characteristics. They will ask a general characteristics. You can include all the classes. I will explain different classes in the phylum chordata. So before going to the classes, generally you can write down the characters. The respiratory organs by lungs, excretory organs by kidneys, the skin also one of the excretory organ, eyes, nose, brain, nervous system, and also the well-developed circulatory system, not divided into, it is divided into purified and non-purified blood. So here the well-structured animals under the phylum chordata. So you can write down nearly 20 points, general characters under this phylum chordata. What are the characters each and every organism? So it comes under the vertebrates. Basically, the chordates, it is under almost all the vertebrates. Here one more diagram, that is a vertebrates. Chordates comes under the vertebrate. I think you know vertebrates. What are the vertebrates? What are the animals having a backbone? Is called vertebrates. Vertebrates are again divided into two categories. It is a very simple one. That is a vertebrates and non-vertebrates is different character. You don't confusion here. Vertebrates and non-vertebrates. Vertebrates and non-vertebrates. All vertebrates having a backbone are the vertebra. Non-vertebrates there is no backbone or not having a vertebra. As well as there is no well-structured digestive system, respiratory system, but almost all vertebrates having a well-developed digestive system, excretory system, and also respiratory system, blood circulatory system. So here the main difference vertebrates and non-vertebrates are separate characters. That is separate characters, separate features for the animals. But you come to chordate phylum, in vertebrate itself having a different classes. Class Agnatha, class Agnatha, A-G-N-A-T-H-A, Agnatha. This is one class under that vertebrates. I think you know vertebrates having a backbone. That is a vertebra. Under that vertebra only, vertebrates only I will clarify now. I will explain. Don't compare with vertebrate and non-vertebrates. Non-vertebrates are totally different from the vertebrates. Now we are explaining that is only for the vertebrate characters. So don't make confusion here. ನಿಮಗೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಾರ್ದು. ಕಾರ್ಡೇಟಾ ಫೈಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಕಾರ್ಡೇಟಾ ಅನ್ನೋ ಫೈಲಮು ತುಂಬಾ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಫೈಲಮ್. ಆರ್ಥ್ರೋಪೋಡ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ಡೇಟಾನೇ ದೊಡ್ಡದು. 1,45,000 1,60,000 ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅರ್ಧ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಜೀವ ಜಂತುಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆರ್ಥ್ರೋಪೋಡ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಎರಡನೇ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಫೈಲಮು ಕಾರ್ಡೇಟಾ. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಡೇಟಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಬೆನ್ಮೂಳೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಮೂಳೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಡೇಟಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಟಿಬ್ರೇಟಾ ನಾನ್ ವರ್ಟಿಬ್ರೇಟಸ್ ನೀವು ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಓದಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ನಾನ್ ವರ್ಟಿಬ್ರೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬೆನ್ಮೂಳೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಕಶೇರುಕಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಅಕಶೇರುಕಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. ಕಶೇರುಕಗಳು ಅಕಶೇರುಕಗಳಿಗೆ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಗಳನ್ನ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಓದಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಕಶೇರುಕಗಳ ಗುಣಗಳೇನು, ಅಕ್ಷೇರುಕಗಳ ಗುಣಗಳೇನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. ಕಶೇರುಕಗಳ ಗುಣಗಳು ಬೆನ್ಮೂಳೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ 8ನೇ 9ನೇ ತರಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ, 10ನೇ ತರಗತಿಯವರು ಓದಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಆ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೀಗ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಫೈಲಮ್ ಕಾರ್ಡೇಟಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಫೈಲಮು. ಇದು ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಗುಂಪು ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಕಿಂಗ್ಡಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಟಿಬ್ರೇಟ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ವರ್ಟಿಬ್ರೇಟ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಆ ವರ್ಟಿಬ್ರೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಜ್ಞಾತ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಜಾಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಜಾಸ್. ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಜಾಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಜಾಗಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲು, ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋ ಜಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವೇನೋ ಹೊಸಡುಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಹೊಸಡುಗಳಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಗುಂಪನ್ನು ಅಜ್ಞಾತ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ವರ್ಟಿಬ್ರೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಜ್ಞಾತೋಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟ ಅಂತ. ಜ್ಞಾತೋಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟ ಇದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಂಗಡ ಜ್ಞಾತೋಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಜಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಬೇರ್ಸೆ ಜಾಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಬೇರ್ಸೆ ಜಾಸ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಜ್ಞಾತದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸೈಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೈಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟ ಅದು ಒಂದೊಂದಾಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಒಂದೊಂದು ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಸಮ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಈಗ ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನೀವು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಈ ಜ್ಞಾತೋಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟನಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎರಡು ಭಾಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫೀಸಿಸು ಮೊದಲನೇದು ಫೀಸಿಸ್, PISCES, species. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಬಂದು ಟೆಟ್ರಾಪೋಡ. Feces ಅಂದ್ರೆ what is the meaning of feces here? What is the meaning of tetrapoda under that vertebrates? That will be gnathostomata, that is a present, jaws are present. Feces, tetrapoda divided into gnathostomata. That is a bearing pins. Bearing pins. Pins ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಸ್ಪೀಸೀಸ್ ಅಂತ, ಮೂಳೆಗಳಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅಂತ. ಬೇರಿಂಗ್ ಲಿಂಬ್ಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರಿಂಗ್ ಲಿಂಬ್ಸ್. ಲಿಂಬ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೆಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ವಿಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಕೈ ಕಾಲಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಅದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಟೆಟ್ರಾಪೋಡ. ಟೆಟ್ರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿ, ಪೋಡ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಲುಗಳು. ಟೆಟ್ರಾಪೋಡ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಲು, ಕೈ, ಲಿಂಬ್ಸ್. ನಮ್ಮದು ಐದು ಲಿಂಬು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೈ ಕಾಲು, ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಇದನ್ನ ಕೈಗಳನ್ನ ಹೈಂಡ್ ಲಿಂಬ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ, ಇದನ್ನ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಲಿಂಬ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಪ್ರೋ ಲಿಂಬ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹೈಂಡ್ ಲಿಂಬ್ಸ್. ಸಿ ಈ ಲಿಂಬ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಟೆಟ್ರಾಪೋಡ ಕ್ಲಾಸು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೆಟ್ರಾಪೋಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಆಂಫಿಬಿಯನ್ಸ್. ಕೆಲವರು give the examples. Amphibians, snake, these all the things. reptiles, amphibians ಬರುತ್ತೆ, reptiles ಬರುತ್ತೆ, aves and mammals. ಟೆಟ್ರಾಪೋಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಂಫಿಬಿಯಾ, reptiles, aves and mammals. I think you are not clear here. So then Pisces ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, that is one more class, Chondrichthyes and Oxychthyes. Chondrichthyes and Aldrichthyes ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So all these classes comes under the vertebrates. So just you can imagine what I given to general classes and general information about the vertebrates, the general features of the vertebrates, features, that is the internal character or the external characters. So just you can imagine all these vertebrates come to Agnatha, Cyclostomata, Gnathostomata, and tetrapods, amphibia, and also reptiles, aves, mammals. Mammals are comes under the human beings. Mammals are, whether it is seen or not here. Once again I am reading, it is not clear to you. Under the Gnathostomata, tetrapods. This tetrapods, that is a bare limb. It means limbs are present. Bare limbs are present. In this tetrapods, commonly it will be divided into class amphibia, ಆಗಲೇ ಬರೆದು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನೀವು. ಆಂಫಿಬಿಯಾ, ರೆಪ್ಟೈಲಿಯಾ, ಏವ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮಲ್ಸ್. ರೆಪ್ಟೈಲಿಯಾ, aves and mammals. See, all this class comes under the tetrapods. Okay, we'll explain one by one. It's very simple. In the vertebrates, there are two majorly classified into two. One is Gnathostomata, is Agnatha. Agnatha comes under the presence, that is a limbs, that is a jaws. Here jaws are absent or lack of jaws, Agnatha. Just you can imagine the animals. What are the animals comes under without presence of jaws? There is no jaws. That is all comes under the Ajnata. And Cyclostomata is a class under the Ajnata. And there the animals almost all the now freshwater and also the marine water animals, and some of the animals they are lived in the earth on the land. So Ajnata, what are the special characteristics of Ajnata? There is a lack of jaws. There is no jaws. The haram comes under the Ajnata. They are having a well-developed organ level system. It is a common, well-structured, common blood circulatory system, excretory system, reproductive system, sexes also trained, and also commonly oviparous and also oviparous animals. They having the separate sex organs, hermaphrodites. Comes to here, Gnathostomata, jaws are present. So here jaws are present means almost all the organisms comes under the presence of jaws. Under that we can take down the various animals present under the jaws. So some of the fishes like a cartilaginous fish, bony fish. Cartilaginous and bony fishes. See the differences here. Having that jaws are present. What are the animal jaws are present? What is that special characters under that? Under this class, Gnathostomata. That should be right. Generally, you can able to understand each and every animal, each and every organism. It gives you a clear identify structure, identify characters for each and every class. What are the animal jaws are present? There comes under the Gnathostomata. Under the Gnathostomata, that facies, that is the sum of the species, it will be divided into two. One is cartilaginous fishes, one more is bony fishes. So here we commonly call it as this one pin fin is a bearing a pins. Pins means it is a supporting for the water and also respiration. Water dissolved oxygen will taken, that is some of the caudal fin and also back fin, anal fin. They are supporting for the flowing a water. Those they commonly call it as fishes, fins. Some of them bearing a limbs. Just you can imagine, just you can differentiate here. The fish will be swimming in the water with the help of fins. So whether these fins are supporting for the fishes, the limbs are supporting for the tetrapods. So tetrapoda, commonly the animals, they have the limbs various. Animals having a poda means legs, tetra means some of the so many, not one or two.